Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Aztecs will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Fresno State's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Fires to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Third down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The quick out. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Drip, drip, drip. The water droplets keep hitting the forehead. The paper cuts keep accumulating, and they keep moving the ball down the field, David.
Yeah, and there's a skill to that. I know it's not always the sexy route. It's not what everybody wants. But, man, when you take what the defense gives you and you move the ball slowly down the field and your quarterback's making good decisions, you're
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, They got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Chavez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
And the Aztecs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Aztecs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, fourth and short.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rides the back and leaves it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Warner. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the back. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Grind out, flanked him on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Warner. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Warner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Got it! They will score! Touchdown Bulldogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sutton. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's McClure. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
2nd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the air, it's Warner. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights. Good. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That's caught. It's Napier. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for room, it's Sutton. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aztecs in a good spot here with second and short. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Aztecs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Catch in the middle, it's Sutton. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Aztecs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Got rid of it just in time.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Trying to slam in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
Right, and they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Warner. He's going to throw deep right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClure. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll try the run. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Plucks it out of the air. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Aztecs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's McClure. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back to pass, it's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. 14.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And they decide to trot out the kicker. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
All wideouts, no backs. To the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Just keep slinging it. Looking down the middle. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls in play.
The Aztecs send out the punt unit. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Warner. Gets it out quickly. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. He's got it down the left side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Punt is on its way. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. To the air, it's Warner. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fresno State will have to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. RPO complete to open the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
He lost one down the sideline. it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Dead center perfect. Lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Using his legs, it's Sutton. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Boston. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chavez. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Fresno State takes over the offense. Will go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Warner. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Freeman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes the catch. It's Napier. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Napier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
and quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Sutton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pulls it in, it's McClure. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. It's a draw. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one done.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Handoff to the single back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Warner. A little screen to the running back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Connection to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
There's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense gets the sack and puts them in 3rd and long. And I tell you what, this offense, they just got to stay out of those situations. Last drive, they got in it, and they had to punt. This drive, getting in it again, predictable situations are really hard to protect your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A spectacular one-hand grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He leaves it with his back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Warner. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Fresno State will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Warner. quick completion on the out. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Handoff to the single running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his man. It's Napier. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's busted.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's busted. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle. It's busted. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Breaking out the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal today. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Warner. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Really good 3rd down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting him in 3rd and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a 4th down and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this team.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Trying play action. Easy completion on the shuffle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Warner. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. The give out of the gun. Slithers into space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's busted. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On the run, it's Sutton. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Aztecs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give on the option. Breaks the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they can't make the connection.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's busted. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's busted. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
And the Aztecs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.